Good morning, everybody. My plant, my amaryllis baby, here's the bottom ones. I think those are going to be more, but this already has 4 flowers on it. I think that was trying to be 4. I'm not sure. At least 3. So, this one has decided to come awake. So that's the other, I had one in a dark green and I had one in a gray, and that's that. It's going to be, the next few days are going to be cold, windy, rainy, typical November in the Pacific Northwest. And I am getting some pre-work done for Thanksgiving, believe it or not. It's only Tuesday. I don't expect, I don't know, I'll show you. I am kind of sort of prepping stuffing here. So I'm going to use 2 bags of, one of the cubed and one of the classic. And see how that works for me. I don't know why I got that one out. I've got some pecans here, chopped celery, chopped yellow onion, some ground turkey that I did with seasonings like onion powder, salt, pepper. What else did I put in there? Oh, I put a whole stick of butter in it, and I would put another whole stick of butter in it before it's all said and done. Not this, but the broth. I'll put the broth in and all of these things together. I'm not going to do any more of this today. This will all be done the morning of Thanksgiving so that I can, have fresh and it won't be gross. I bake mine after I mix it with this breadcrumbs and all of that. I'll just put lids on these. I'll put these in smaller things and put, stuffing so I know what's going on. Oh, I'll show you. We have a list here. So this list says Ma, that's me. I have to bring macaroni and cheese, stuffing, mashed potatoes, and banana pudding, which I am going to do, and I'm happy to do it. I'm also going to put together, there's banana pudding so far. I'm also going to put together a Chex Mix, kind of sort of my own. I'm going to use this because I have a half box left. I'm going to use the whole thing of the Planters Mixed Nuts. I'm going to throw in some of these flavor blasted fish and some Chex Wheat, which I don't typically use because they're not my favorite. One of my kids, in fact my eldest, picks out the wheat Chex because they're the best, they said. And they don't like the nuts. I'm like, what? I'm completely opposite. I like the nuts, and I like light, like either corn or rice, but All right, so it seemed like I was going to do something else today, but I don't think I certainly am not going to make the banana pudding until the day of, because you know what bananas do when you store them in the refrigerator for too much. That whole banana pudding will be kind of sloppy and ew, kind of gross. Oh, well, I do have cranberries. I was thinking I could put some apples in it too, in the stuffing, just for sweet. I love the sweet savory mix when you have the sweetened cranberries and or apples in with the, the savory. Okay, I had to send my husband to Miss Patience Middle School to pick up 2 wreaths that I bought for her drama club fundraiser. And so he's doing that. He's going to go back to Costco again today, and he's going to grab some more pecans because, let me show you. So these pecans, I feel like the bags used to be bigger, and I really didn't even notice, but it's only 1.7 pounds. And didn't they used to be in bigger, like 3-pound bags? So this is not going to get me through. I'm going to need more. And that's fine, whatever. Let's see what else I can. Oh, the Chex Mix. Back in the day, my mother made turkeys in this, and I made turkeys in this, or hams, or, big stuff. It's been in storage. I haven't used it in a couple of years, I don't think. He's been using a deep fat fryer or an infrared oven. He's got stuff out there in the shop that he uses, my husband, which is great. It frees up the stove for me, so I don't have to worry about, do I need to put in the, rolls and that kind of thing. I wonder who's bringing rolls. Oh, Donna's making rolls. I'm sorry. It was right there on the list. Anyway, I'm going to make my Chex Mix in this because it's big enough that when I go to stir it is it 10 minutes, I think, or 15, every 15 minutes, it doesn't flop out like it does in my biggest baking dish. This is perfect for Chex Mix. It is very, very old school. It says Radiant Wall, spatter free, broiler grill, but it's not a broiler grill. It's just, I don't know how dirty this is. I just stored stuff in it. It's got a rack, and it's aluminum. I'm not crazy about cooking in aluminum, but this does the job that a lot of dishes and pans and things that can't handle that I have. Okay, I had some stuff I wanted to tell you about Target. You probably already know, and if you know, then you don't have to watch. I didn't even do an intro. I'm in my pajamas. I went to bed at 9. I got up at 1:30. I went back to bed at 4. And I got up at 9. It's been a crazy night. The eye drops that they gave me are kicking my butt. Anyway, let me show you what I want to talk about Target. And welcome to my channel. If you've never thought to subscribe or say hi, now's the time. And happy Thanksgiving to come to everybody. Here comes that Target stuff. Hey everybody, I wanted to tell you about, or maybe not tell you, maybe you already know, but what I heard about Target. You know, they're going to have the typical Black Friday sale. They'll open at 6. And that's per store. Every store is going to do this, apparently. I saw it online. So the Black Friday surprise giveaways. So they are going to, this part's not a surprise. I'm just going to point you at the trees so I can talk because I'm still in my jammies. So they're going to be 100 bags giveaway. They're iridescent bags full of goodies for the first 100 people into the store. So, you know, if that's something you dig, like getting there early and standing in line for however long it takes, you know, and if you live nearby a Target, my Target is far enough away that I just don't, I feel that lucky. So, but I wanted to share it anyway. So there's these iridescent, kind of cute bags. They had a picture of one online, and it's going to have a lot of goodies in it, like, you know, just probably samples and little items. Who knows what they put in this thing? Hand sanitizer, chapstick. I don't know what they put in it, but 10 of each one of these bags is going to have a certificate for, what do they call that? Extra bonus inside 10 of the 100. It's going to be a certificate for a gift worth $99. And some of them, this isn't all. There's a $99 hairdryer, a slushie machine, a headphone, gift cards, and more. And so you could be one of the, 10% chance there. It could be you. I don't know. But anyway, they're saying that they want to make Black Friday old school experience the way it used to be. You know, they used to hand out coffees and donuts and stuff. I don't know if they're going to do that or what, but within the store for the whole day, there will be employees roving around just giving away things. So that sounds like kind of if you do Black Friday, that sounds like kind of fun, especially if you do live near one. And, so that was all I wanted to tell you about that. And I don't know if I'm even going to go anywhere on Black Friday because it's just not me anymore. At one time it was. I don't have little children that I need to get, like, back in the day I would go to Toys R Us and the mall and things like that. And back in the day, Port Orchard, our dinky town down the road, had a toy store, which, you could put things on layaway, start in October if you wanted to, and that kind of thing. But now, even in the mall, the toy stores are missing, aren't they? Like, didn't they used to have, well, they would have a Toys R Us, they would have a KB Toys, and they would have another toy store that was national. I can't think of what it was called. It was so much fun to go in there, even as an adult. Yeah. So my tree is on white lights because that's the way I like it. I think it looks prettier. It's one of those trees that the lights have the control, and you can go fade in, fade out. You can go blink, blink. You can go colors. You can go back and forth between colors and just white. And every once in a while, somebody in this house will go mess with my treat. I go, who took enough weight? That's okay, though. So I just had lunch, and it was leftover chicken soup that I made last night. So good, really good. And I need to give these dogs a bath. I don't want to, but I need to, so I'm going to. It's my least favorite thing in the world. So I need to get with that, and I'm going to let you go. And I don't know if I'll have a video on Thursday. Probably not. I just don't know. So I might not see you for Thursday. I might just go ahead and see you for Wednesday. I hope you all, if I don't talk to you by then, have a really good, those of you that celebrate, that are in the continental United States, a good Thanksgiving. I know Canada had theirs in October, and so they've had theirs, and there's going to be a lot of leftovers, everybody. Watch those calories. Okay, talk to you later. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't thought to do so. Bye, everybody.